What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Ramble. I'm here, your host, Mother Pig, and this is my co-host. You gonna say anything?
Peppa Pig?
I'm all sitting there waiting for her.
I thought you were going to call me something new.
No, I don't
Oh,
know. We need a name for you because now I'm officially Mother
I
Pig.
know
So
you are.
no, you're nothing pig related. I feel like you should be something like a Teletubby.
A Care
Teletubby.
Bear?
Care.
I could be a square bear.
Girl, you don't care. You only care about Care Bear donuts. Oh, by the way, how'd you sound like that donut?
He was talking about it yesterday. Isn't that random?
Really?
But he liked it.
It's a plain donut though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
it's just a
cute.
donut, but in the shape of a Care Bear. It's from, what's the donut place called?
Pink Box
Pink
Donuts
Box
from
Donuts.
Vegas.
Those
But there's
were
no
good.
filling in it though?
No, my
Oh.
my donut was bomb.
Oh my god, you guys, Pink Box
Oh my
Donuts.
god, I want a donut now.
Literally. Today we have a little bit of a crazy episode for you guys because I'm going to be telling you guys the horror stories of working at Disneyland, and this was actually 18 years ago.
Mm-mm.
Can you... That's just dawned on me that it's literally over the age of what I was. I was 16 working there, and
Yeah,
it's been
so you live
18
longer
years.
after.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm officially getting old.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Like really, really old, which makes me a little bit sad. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's like a point where you get so old, like your body doesn't work anymore. Like old.
I don't feel like that. Oh, you're saying
Old. No, I'm
like
saying
my
like
nana.
old. Yeah. And like my
Uh,
dad. And it's like your
he's not
body.
that old though.
Yeah, but his body's old.
Yeah. Well, I guess given the circumstances.
Yeah, but it's just crazy to think that one day you're not going to have this strong body.
Well, this is why. Okay, this is gonna take a little deep turn here, but just keeping it real. I've told you this before that like I used to always say like, oh, I could make it to 50 and I'll be fine with that. Remember I told you how pissed my mom would be. My mom would get triggered that I'd because she didn't understand what I was saying is because we had this conversation like 3 years ago, and I've traveled so many places in the world. I feel like I've done so much
Yeah.
that I feel happy with the things that I've done in life. She's like, you're so ignorant. You're so stupid. You're so immature. Who says they want to die at 50? I said, I never said I want to die at 50. I said I would be okay.
If you did, you'd accept it.
I would be like, oh, okay, like, cool. I've lived enough. Like, even if I died right now, I'd be like, hey, at least I've done a lot. You know what I mean? She didn't get
you're
it.
ignorant.
But she was saying that because at the time she was like 45. So she was like,
No.
that means I only have 5 years left to live and blah, blah. You know what I mean? I'm like, and first of all, I've been to way more places in the world than my mom because she's so not adventurous. She only goes to the casino. So it's like, girl, what I was simply saying is I'm happy with the things that I've done in my life. Just saying.
She said, you're so ignorant.
Would you, is there anything that you regret that's just literally dawned on me right now because I saw this person's podcast? Like, for real, like, if at the end of your life, if you sat in front of God and you had to say something that you wholeheartedly regret and you could take back and change in your timeline in your head, is there something that you would?
No.
Right?
I don't think so.
Because even I think about my like ex and everything, I was like, I still wouldn't change that because I feel like that helped me mold me.
I feel like I learned a lot from my worst experiences.
Exactly. Yep.
Like,
I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I regret that. And I'm like, honestly, I don't really regret anything.
Yeah, I feel like it's some of the worst times in my life. I learned a lot.
I feel like sometimes you need to go to the bottom.
Oh yeah,
to be able to appreciate the top. And then you have
to figure out how to get yourself out. Like you just have to. You can't. That's like when you go through something traumatic or whatever it is, a breakup, a death, or something. You can't go around it. You literally have to go through the pain.
Well, or there are people out there who just want to live their life on a permanent high, and it's just kind of like you live your life on a permanent high, it's a plateau.
Well, if you're going out of the. You like if something bad happens, you have to experience the pain and to like learn.
Yeah.
So you don't want to put yourself in those situations again. Exactly. And if you can, and it's not in your control, sometimes when things happen to you, you just get stronger.
Yeah, you sound extra manly today. What
Maybe
were you doing? Oh, I was like, oh, I thought you were. I was like, girl, it sounded like you.
I haven't had sex since Martin or Dallas.
No, you didn't know that. I had to block out somebody's last name.
I seen that.
I was like,
my bad.
Even though I was like, okay, that's such a common name, and
I don't care. But
yeah.
Anyways, I swear to God, I haven't.
Do you want to compare it to how long it's been for me?
No.
Oh my God, it's May. It's officially been not
May.
officially, but last time I want to say like May 22nd of 2022. Yeah. I'm a born again virgin, guys.
Man.
I don't know if you guys know that. You know what's really weird? Speaking about this topic, though, I told her this before. Is I'm just that type of person that I feel like it's out of sight, out of mind. But if I'm actively, then it's like,
yeah,
girl, I got to keep it going, or else I'm gonna get irritated.
For a week, I was like, oh, I have to do it. I was like, I don't care who. Like, I'm just gonna, I have to. And then now I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like,
because I think it's one of those things that I don't know.
I'm just like, whatever. I'm not. Once I start thinking about it,
then you start craving it.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Like, what am I gonna have sex with?
Girl, that shower head, girl.
No, really.
What was I gonna? There was something else that I was gonna say. Oh, I forgot. Okay, in case you guys didn't tell, I went on Whitney Cummings' podcast. So.
What the fuck?
Every single time I watch her podcast, it's just liquid death.
And Celsius, he has Celsius too.
Oh, I just realized right now that I'm wearing basketball shorts.
I have my yoga pants.
I know, but like they look,
and my baby daddy shirt on.
Low key, I feel like that's gonna look like me in a couple years, girl. Like age spots, completely shiny bald head. Like at least I got a little stubble up there. But
have you seen his
bank
shirt
account? No.
His shirt body without a shirt.
Yeah, you sent me a picture.
The way it looks,
or you sent me a video.
It looks like
how Theo Von said. It looked like some wrapped up meat.
Like ham wrapped up with string.
I just think like.
But he's in like phenomenal shape.
Great shape. I just think your body reaches this point to where
it's
in
not
life
look sexy
you
anymore.
Look bloated. You just look bloated.
Yeah.
But
weren't we talking about that recently?
I don't know. I'll take that though over my body any day. Make me look bloated because I already do. This is totally random. Do you feel like your sister has a big head?
Who?
Genevieve.
Literally?
Yeah. I like how you asked figuratively.
I never thought that.
Okay, me neither. Because we were texting the other day, and then I guess because like since her TikTok had blew up, she was saying that. Well, and I made a joke of it too, and I called her Amber from Teen Mom because everyone's calling her Amber from Teen Mom.
Oh my God, why?
They said she looks like Amber from, and I see I do see what they're talking about. I do, but bitch.
No.
Yes, this was on like Tuesday, and then she goes and she hits me up saying that she's getting chin lipo, and I was like, girl, but you don't even have a big head. And she was like, that's why they're calling me Amber, it's because I have a big head. And I was like, I told her I genuinely don't think you have a big head. I really don't think, you know damn well I would say.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, you don't. And she's like, I feel like you're lying to me. I'm like, bitch, I wouldn't lie to you. But on top of that too, I was like, yeah, they got, but I do see what they mean though in that crop TikTok.
I guess.
Like they have some similar features.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that doesn't
They're
mean
making fun of her?
No, they just no. Somebody just said you look like Amber. I don't think that's. But to some people though, they don't like.
Well, remember her man Gary, the huge ass fat man?
Yes.
Have his shirt like his belly hanging out.
Yes.
Like what?
Yes. But you know what though? I learned really young in life. Oh my God, I never told you this. I learned really young in life that like don't call say somebody looks like somebody, because even though in your head if you think that person's beautiful, they may think that they're hideous and take it as an insult.
Offended.
Yes, because I said that somebody in my family, like an extension of the family, I was like, oh my God, you look like so and so.
Like
and
who?
I can't say it. It's not a celebrity or anything. It's somebody else in the family.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And I didn't know that this person thought this person was ugly.
Oh.
Yes. And so I said it to their kid. I was like, oh my God, you look like so and so, And in my head, I was like, I think she's pretty, And then this person literally hugged her and she's like, it's okay, babe. She's really talented though. And I was like, what do you mean? She's really talented? I was like, she took that completely the wrong way. I was like, because you're pretty.
Insecure, so they'll take anything as a bad thing.
Well, that too, or once again, like say for example, if you're like, oh my God, I feel like you look like The Weeknd, and I'm like, oh, The Weeknd's fucking ugly. Like, thanks, you know what I mean?
Ugly Tyga.
Oh, I think he's cute.
No, remember the guy that I was like, you look like Ugly Tyga.
Girl, talk about unhinged. Anyways, let's go and get into our yucks or yums.
Let's go.
I'm kind of excited.
I hate that. I hate that.
Why?
Okay, which one do you want first?
Whatever you want to give me, mommy.
Okay, my yuck, and I told you I have one.
Oh, yeah. Surprisingly, I actually don't know this. Why are you looking at me like that, bitch?
Because I think you were thinking something more crazy than what it is.
Oh, like you're missing your clitoris?
Tired
of not drinking.
Of these fucking mosquitoes biting my ankles already.
Put Vicks on it.
Oh
Vicks
man,
really helps.
both of them are like tore up.
Dude,
I'm at
Vicks
work like just
works.
scratch. Does it?
First of all, it helps repel them, and on top of that too, it keeps the itchiness away.
Okay.
Like it's a double.
Oh, then I'm gonna go home and do it.
When I go to Mexico, bro, I put it on my ankles.
I was so mad because they just, and when I'm in bed after I get out the shower, they just itch, and I don't want to scratch up, leave scars on my freaking tattoos.
Yeah.
I was so pissed.
That's your yuck?
I swear to God.
She texted me and said, I got a yuck for your
because
ass.
I was itching my,
I was thinking it wasn't like,
10.
oh, bitch, you got a juicy story, but you got some juicy cankles, bitch. That's about it.
I swear to God, I was so mad. I was on Amazon fucking looking at repellent.
No, trust me, I've tried all the repellents. Dead ass, 100% Vicks.
Okay. I mean, I have it already. I'll put it on.
Yeah. I just said cankles right now. And can I tell a brief little story?
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Did I ever tell you the story about Visa and cankles and your sister?
Mm-hmm. I've heard.
Oh, my God. You guys, I have to tell you guys this story then. Okay, this is, she already heard it. I thought I didn't tell her. Y'all, so it took us 12 and a half hours, right, to fly to Barcelona. But then from Barcelona, we had to stay for like 2 hours and then take another flight from Barcelona to Ibiza. Or sorry, Madrid, sorry. And then we took our flight from Madrid to Ibiza, right? As soon as we get into our little Airbnb, it's so cute. Me and her sister and a couple other friends, right? And my other friend at the time, who we've talked about on this channel before, she a big mama, okay? She's just built like a ham hock, you know? Big, like greasy, like she's just... She literally, right? She looked like ham hock.
Big.
Her arms look like turkey legs, like
a pillowcase just stuffed with shit. Dead.
Stuffed with shit. If you guys know what we're talking about, she's a horrible person. I literally will roast her because she's just a piece of shit person. Like she's such a piece of shit person. So I'm like, don't even get me started on that. But anyways, we're all getting ready, right? Because we're gonna go the very night that we get there. Out of a total of like 16 hours of traveling, we're like, this is our first night in Ibiza. We all get energy out of nowhere. We're gonna go out, right? Because the clubs don't close until like 8 o'clock in the morning, dead ass. We're getting ready. Her sister goes, she's freaking out. And she literally, I swear to God, she screams. Okay, I can't even do it because I don't want to blow up the mic. She screams. And I was like, what, girl? She's like, bitch, look. And I was like, what? I was like, you're wearing a choker on your ankle? And she's like, exactly. My fucking anklet turned into a choker. She's like, no, oh my God, no. I was like, girl, you got swollen from the plane ride. You know,
Did
everyone.
It look bad?
Before we went on the plane, her anklet was loose, and it was tight around that ankle. I was like, oh. So yeah, they blew up, right? Please tell me why, once again, my old homegirl had thick mama cankles. Like, Google a picture of Iggy Azalea's cankles, and then ×2. No, for real. Like, honestly, if I'm keeping it real, I feel like my old homegirl's cankles were probably the size of my tires. So anyways, her sister literally says, I of course can't say the exact words, but she says, if I had cankles, I would literally unalive myself. And my old homegirl, is literally standing right there. And she's like, and I was like, girl, she has cankles. And then you know what her sister says? Oh, but like, they look cute on you. The way I lost my mind. I was like, the way her sister was but they look cute on you. I was like, yes. And you know who was just standing there like, okay.
Like Eeyore.
Yes. Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, and honestly, like, I wouldn't even bring this story back up, but the way I lost my mind, y'all, I was like, it was so funny. Anyways, hold on, I gotta look at my little thing here because you know what's so funny? I literally always have different yucks because I just randomly think of things and I jot it down throughout the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what this is. So funny. So I'm sure you guys can I literally just spit everywhere. This was the soak zone right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys can relate to this. Like, as soon as you're like losing weight, you get into this, in between. I remember I was there between a 2X and an extra large. And now it's like I'm at an extra large between a large, but I probably would have to lose like 25 more pounds to fit into a large. So I was going through my clothes and I was like, I want to burn everything. I hate everything. Like, literally, I hate every single piece. Not me having a list.
All the clothes. Bring all the clothes.
Okay, Mike Tyson. Ow, I'm getting a Charlie horse. Now he's like, piece. I want to burn every piece. My mouth is so dry right now. I don't know
That's so funny.
Because it came out so natural, piece. Like, it was the perfect fucking list. That's why. Every piece
I
of
was
clothes.
like,
You're like, are you okay? Are you missing a tooth?
oh God.
Oh my God. So literally, I am like sitting here. I'm like, we're getting ready for summer and I want to look cute, but then I'm poor.
No,
So I'm like, I
so
can't even
bad.
afford new clothes.
I just keep buying clothes.
Well, but you
But I get them. I'll be on Sheen, girl. I don't care.
I ordered from Sheen. You know what it is though, is I like this is like a cotton
And honestly,
shirt.
you can literally return Sheen shit so easily.
But what I realized, every shirt that I order from them,
different.
well, that too. But then also the material it's not cotton.
No,
They
it's
use
not. That's why I read the descriptions. Sometimes you'll
it's
find,
like polyester
yeah,
or something.
Yeah, so you can see it. Yeah. But like my anime dress was from Sheen.
That was
cute
cute.
as fuck.
That was really cute. Yeah.
And
No,
then
they have really cute stuff. I like their stuff. I just like the feel of cotton.
No, for
my
sure.
nipples appreciate it too, because I like polyester. Like makes them chafed a little. Girl, we can't do that to the black porous hams.
Dried pastrami.
There's pastrami's in between your legs, looking like the hat.
Is that your? So that was your.
Yes, that's my yuck, because I'm over my clothes. And I just feel like we're getting so close to summer now. And I'm like, girl, I can't wait to go out. I feel like we have not gone out in forever. Am I tripping? Like, we don't go out anymore.
Well.
When's the last time we went out?
A yum is that in 1 week, I will have a seltzer.
No, you guys are watching this. It's on that day.
So the day you're watching it, I am getting litty titty.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. My 25 days of sobriety is coming to an end.
I tried to make it. I just couldn't.
I can't say. I'll talk about my experience when I'm done.
What experience?
Of 25 days of sobriety.
Oh, she's gonna give us a full synopsis of it, girl.
But that's my I was like, oh, 1 week.
You know what I was gonna tell you is that somebody commented in the comments last week too. Like, I felt like a lot of people were gonna trip on me making the comment about like that one time that we had a tall can going to Forever 21, and people were supporting us.
Yeah, they said that the girl was like, I keep my twisted tea in my Stanley cup.
Period.
Somebody said, she was like, I have the same drinking habits as you. I said, period.
I love that.
Somebody said that.
Well, I don't know why for some reason, maybe I just built this complex in my head of like people telling me about AA, but I just felt like people were judgers, and I was like, oh, it was so nice for people to not judge.
Sorry, some people like to have fun.
Dude, remember us in our Disneyland? Y'all, when we went to Disneyland, we never even told this. We filled up a whole huge bottle of Yeti. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, now I got a bubble. What's going on with my mouth today? I had a big ass Yeti and we filled the whole thing up with vodka to go to Disneyland. Should I not be saying that?
We had our own like soda water.
Oh, we had one. Yeah, that was mixed, right?
Made of drinks.
Girl.
Yeah, we were.
Ma'am, I had a great time.
I had a ball.
I was like, and
I'm
I will
not
do
a
it again.
Disney person, but I had a ball.
It was really fun.
That was a lot of fun because we got to cut the lines. That's
yes,
what was fun.
Hell
the
yeah.
The cars ride was fun.
We had a disabled person with us.
We sure the fuck did.
Don't ever call us ableist. We appreciate them.
We let them take us to the front of the line.
Hell yeah, and I'll go with them again. My yum of the week. Okay, this is gonna sound so sad. Like, what a fucking turn my life has had. But I genuinely, I told you I like this. My yum of the week is that I've been doing Uber Eats to make a little extra money, and people have been so nice. Like,
oh, really?
Girl,
that's a good experience.
The amount of tips that I have been getting is insane. Like, I had $131 tip, I had a $25 tip, I had a $22 tip. I'm like just racking in the tips, and I'm like, wow. I'm just like, what's going on here? Dude, there was one day I did a total of like 4 trips, and I made $88 in 4 trips. Do you know how long I was on the app?
Like an hour?
48 minutes to be exact. I was like, girl. So I'm so sorry. And I know, like, to some people, like, oh, what a fucking loser. Like, bitch, you're like that's 34 doing Uber Eats.
If I didn't have a day job.
Right. That's why I'm like, so I do all my filming, I do all my editing, and then I go do Uber for a little bit. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know what I'm doing though? I specifically put my Uber Eats account directly to my savings, so that way I don't touch it, because I dead ass am using that money. Like, I'm literally in my head thinking that we're like going to Greece and Spain and stuff. So in my head, I'm like, that money's going there. Just letting you know.
Ma'am.
I have a purpose for it.
Ma'am, I got a purpose too.
What's your purpose in life? I've been trying to figure that out. Anyways, that's my yum of the week. People have been so nice.
That's a good experience to see, like, the niceness of society.
I know. It wasn't like,
and it's not even just about the money. It's just that people would be so generous. It's like not
the fact that, like, the person that left me $31, I only had to drive 4 miles. 4
Because
miles.
you gave them 31 flavors, you fucking slut.
Girl, so did. Girl, they knew what color the booty hole was. I tell you that. No, I was just like, oh my god, they're so nice, but they did live in a nice neighborhood. So I was like, okay, y'all got the money, I don't. So, let's get into our would you rather.
You're on one today, bitch.
Dude, I'm so like tired. Like I'm delusional.
You're sober delusional.
Dude, did I ever tell you the story when I worked at Ralph's and the girl came up to me? Her name was Gloria. No, there was this lady. Oh my god, she was fresh from Cuba. Her and her husband worked at Ralph's, right? And there was one time that she had came up with me. First of all, don't even know what she was saying. She was like, "Tim, I am so very hungry. I'm so very hungry." And I was like, "Just go eat then. Like, go eat. It's fine. I'll watch the floor. Don't worry, you know." And she's like, "No, I'm so very hungry." And I was like, "Oh, but I don't have food." Like I thought she was asking me for food, you know. And she's like, "No, no, I'm hungry." I'm like, oh, she was saying she's angry. I was back and forth with her telling. I was like, girl, just go eat. That's what
I got you.
I was like, girl, take something from produce. I do it all the time.
Yeah, get you a little apple.
Oh my god, you know one girl got fired for eating Lunchables inside the cooler, and I'm like, ma'am, I used to throw back beers in the cooler, and I didn't get fired.
Bitch, how'd you get caught?
No, literally, I was thinking, I deadass did. We were friends on Facebook. I was like, girl, you know I used to always throw back tall cans of Bud Light. And she's like, bitch, yes, I know. And I was like, how did you get fired for eating a Lunchable? She's like, there's cameras in there. I was like, oh, I guess they just like me. Ma'am, I had a tall can like almost every shift.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, girl, whatever.
It's just your break.
Yeah, literally. I was like, fuck this cup. Bitch, I was making $8 an hour. Like,
no,
why?
I know. No, I remember.
Oh, yeah, you worked there too at the same time. Forgot.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You want to start with the long? Which one do you want to start with?
Whoa!
Yeah, I know.
Did you go on ChatGPT for
no,
that?
No, I told you I did them when I was high, so they're good.
Whoa!
I think they're good.
I think you were writing a paper for your class.
Would you rather?
Okay.
Have a 24-hour sexy, hot, exciting, wild sexcapade.
That's why it's so long. You put the same damn adjective
with
over.
Bad
Is it
Bunny.
Adjective?
And you make a movie on your phone that only you get to keep.
Sounds nice. But.
And you can show whoever you want. You can show as many people as you want.
Uh-huh.
But for each person you show.
Okay.
A tooth permanently falls out. And you can't fix it.
And I wouldn't show anybody.
Or would you rather never have it happen at all?
Oh, I would rather have it happen. It'll be my secret.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I would obviously.
You tell one person just back one pulse.
Girl, I'm already missing 2 teeth.
And you can't choose. It's gonna make a front tooth.
Fuck no. I have the screw in for my for all of you wondering about my missing teeth.
Yeah.
I have the screw in that's put in place for my implant. I just never made it back to the dentist.
Oh yeah, you didn't go back.
It's $2,000. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just pay for the screw in right now, and that cost $1,500 just for the screw in. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? You can't even see it. It's all good. I'll eventually get it. At least the screw is there. So no, I'm not gonna pass up that opportunity. I can deal without showing anybody. I would want to show people because I know that people are gonna fucking doubt me and they'd be like, bitch, you're fucking crazy. But I'll be like, whatever. I know the truth, you know. And I'm sorry, but I couldn't pass that up. So, okay. But hold on though. So you said you lose a tooth for every person that I show. What if I made an OnlyFans and I showed a teaser and I was like, okay, I'm gonna charge people $30 to see this video? Then what? I just lose all my teeth. But then there's gonna be thousands of people watching it.
Yeah, you get to a point where you can't.
So I'm negative teeth.
You can't. Yeah, you get to a point where you have no teeth.
Okay, well.
You're just gumming it.
Oh. Well, then I can probably charge extra for my weekend activities. Okay, it's your first. Oh, whoa, I forgot. I literally wrote these a few days ago. I forgot what I wrote, and I was like, whoa. Whoa. Would you rather be stuck with, okay, and that means for the rest of your life, a man who is into scat play or a man who can't get it up every single time you guys go to get it on? So you always have to worry if he's popping a blue pill or you have to really put in a whole bunch of work.
He could be in the scat play, but I'm not gonna fucking do it with you.
But with you, obviously, girl.
I'm not. Yeah, then we're not gonna do scat play. We'll have sex when I want, but it ain't gonna be no scat.
No, but you're missing the whole premise of it. That's why it's obviously a man who's into scat play, meaning like, girl, while he's hitting it from behind, he wants to like put
And
his
then
little
with
fingers in
the
there and like rub it on you.
and then and then the fool that can't get it up just can't ever get it up.
Yeah, he has to take a pill. So you'll be like, oh, you want to get it on, but then it takes 30 minutes for the pill to kick in. Like he can't naturally get it up.
And we have to do scat every time.
Well, I don't know. It depends upon the man. Is he into it every single time?
I'll just deal with that. I'll just figure. I don't know.
You're like, okay, once a week he's into it,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, in the shower. That's fucking nasty. You're fucking nasty.
Y'all, okay, turn this off. Turn this off if you're in front of kids. I had a friend before, she already knows about this, who met this man who, oh my God, he had so much money, would send her like thousands of dollars to take a dump into the toilet. And she didn't believe him at first. And I said, tell him to send you money, girl. Back then, like there was no Apple Pay. This was like 8 years ago. And I was like, well, tell him to Zelle you, you know? And he's like, yeah, I'll Zelle you. I'm down. And I said, she's like, well, how much do I charge him? I said, tell him to send you $500 for you to fart into a toilet. Because that's what he was hoping for. He sent it right away. I was like, oh my God. So this man, I feel so disgusting even saying this.
Nah.
He offered her $2,000 for her to take a dump on his chest. And she did it.
Oh, I would.
I had to encourage her though, because she was like, that's fucking gross. But I was like,
I don't care.
We were both working at Mac at the time, and I was like, girl, that's like a month's pay. And
even
you're
$2,000 even today, I'm like, fuck it, these men are stupid.
I'm sorry, but I'm like, that's an easy $2,000.
Easy.
And you don't have to clean it up. They clean it up.
You don't
like
have to do anything but wipe your ass.
Literally. And then throw it on them.
And then walk out there. Bye.
Yeah.
Leave.
Speaking of Mac, I never told the story on the way to Vegas. On the way to Vegas.
No.
Ma'am, you don't remember?
Uh-uh.
Oh my God, I have to tell you guys something. How do you not remember my coworker that hit me up on the way to Vegas?
Oh.
Y'all. So here I am. My car, you know how don't worry about me driving and texting or whatever. My car has a little self-drive mode, right? So here I am just scrolling through Grindr, and y'all, I probably shouldn't tell you guys this, but I did tell her because she was like, "Oh my God, like what if he watches the podcast?" I was like, "What the fuck ever, I don't care." We were on the way to Vegas. You guys remember when we went, if you guys watched the episode, and I go on Grindr and this guy hits me up and sends me all these nasty pictures. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This man is doing you know what, taking you know what. Like you guys picture it, he sent multiple, right? And I wrote back, I was like, I told her and I told my friend Losa, I was like, I used to work with this man. And they're like, no way, no way, no way. I was like, yeah, his name's so and so. So they were like, write to him and say his name. And I said blank. And then he's like, yeah, do I know you? I was like,
okay.
I was like, yeah, we used to work together at Mac. And he's like, oh, LOL. Anyways, did you like the pics?
Yeah.
I was like, talk about no shame.
Talk about out of your mind.
And I was like, first of all, I've worked with you numerous amounts of times. Me and this man used to follow each other on Instagram and on Facebook.
He recognized you.
Yes, that's why I was like, how are you literally going to sit here and say...
Either that or he's on another planet.
He
might have been.
He could be, to be quite honest with you.
He said, did you like the pics?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but be so for real. Like, were they even...
No.
I was like, is it your turn or my turn?
Okay, would you rather sorry. Would you rather never wear makeup again or never wear deodorant again?
Deodorant. Like, I could use lemon, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, that'll burn, but whatever. I can't. Like, I need my makeup. Like, no, I'm sorry. If I did not have red ass cheeks, I would be okay with that. But no, I'll find a fucking
alternative.
Homeopathic, is that what it's called? I'll find an organic method. I'll use lemon. Screw it. Or glycolic acid that everyone be using. Which I probably should do anyways, because I keep on, you know what bothers me? I always see on TikTok, this is bad for you, that's bad for you, and I'm like, let's keep, what's good for us? What's good for us?
Nothing.
Not water. Everyone's even.
And then too much of anything is not good.
Yes, and I've been seeing recently that there's this like TikToker who shows all the water about just how many chemicals are in our water. I'm like, girl, and they put Costco water on there, Sam's Club water, and I'm like, I've been drinking Sam's Club and Costco water for the past, I don't know, 10 years.
Every single day.
And, ma'am, about 8 bottles a day. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, my next one is so stupid, but
Okay.
okay, because I saw a clip from Japan that happened a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And like for real, think about this. I know this is really stupid. But if you were stuck out in the wild, right? Would you rather get hit by a tsunami or a tornado? And then a tornado recently just hit like Oklahoma or something like really bad. And I was like, oh my God. So like if you had to go through one of these natural disasters, which one do you think that you would rather get hit with that you have a better chance of survival?
Tornado. No water.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean like unless you're like fast enough to like run on top of a boat or like a
But even
floaty.
then,
It's just so
it's gonna keep
powerful.
coming and keep coming.
But then that tornado that hit Oklahoma, I was like, dude, there was like a big rig lift up in it. A whole
Oh,
ass
it'll take
big
a
rig.
house off the
It
floor.
did. It took houses off.
Yeah,
That's
so
why I was
could you
like,
imagine if it's you? You just be like, woo, in a circle.
do you think that you would have a heart attack before you like hit the ground?
Mm, how fast do they spin?
Oh, hundreds of miles per hour? Yeah. Like, hey Siri, how fast does a tornado go? Oh, I thought it was hundreds. Wait, it says speeds up to 70 miles per hour. I don't know
That's
why I
so
thought it was
fast.
hundreds.
Oh, last week when I said about your intestines being 9 feet, they
Uh-huh.
were 9 meters, so they're 40 feet.
Oh, okay. How long is the football field? Not 40 feet.
Well, it's 100 yards.
Oh, it's 100 yards.
Yeah.
So what is that, 300 feet?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to do the conversions, bitch. But a tornado. Yeah.
I'm like either
I'm
which
scared of water.
way. Me too. Have you saw the movie Impossible?
Mm-mm.
It's on Netflix. It's based on the true story of a tsunami that happened. I forget in what Asian country. And oh my God, what's that guy? He's dating Zendaya, Tom Holland, and then Naomi Watts, I think, is in
Mhm.
it. It's a really good movie.
Is it?
It's really good. It's so sad though. It's like so
Oh.
sad, but it's so good, and it's based on a true story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh man, my last one's unhinged. Wait. Oh, it's your turn.
Okay.
I literally got confused there.
If you had to be like shrunk down to a microscopic tiny little person, and
Mm-hmm.
they put you in my ear and you went to my brain and you seen out of my eyes for
Mm-hmm.
24 hours.
Oh, that sounds horrific.
You understand me?
Yes, I understand you.
For 24 hours.
Dude, you got some essays going on in that notepad.
Of all my exes, who would you rather watch me fuck?
Oh my God. The way I was not prepared for that. Are you sure you weren't drunk and high when you wrote that one? Oh my God. That's literally the most unhinged would you rather that you have ever asked me. Literally.
Oh, that's so funny. What's the answer?
Holy shit. I guess it's gonna have to be R word.
Oh, why? Because he's the most attractive?
I think the most attractive to me.
Yeah.
But oh my God, can you just imagine being so like, okay, this is awkward. What the hell, stupid little gnat. I'd be like, this is so awkward. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
I
Get me out of
imagine
here.
it like the Pixar movie Inside Out, and you're just like in my head, and you have like they sitting on the bench looking out the eye.
Dude, it's like sitting in front of like an IMAX
You'd be
theater.
like this.
I'd be like, whoa, we got a squirter.
Oh, that's so funny.
Dude, that one was unhinged. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know to drink water or throw up. Hold on. That's weird. Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious.
My last one. Not my last one being nasty too. Bitch, it's nasty.
Okay.
Think about it, girl. Would you rather suck on a used tampon found on the floor at Coachella for 1 minute or make out with a porter potty toilet seat at a pride parade for 3 minutes?
The tampon.
Have you been into a porter potty at a pride parade? Bam.
Just in general.
No, but specifically because I'm not exaggerating.
That's like the Post Malone concert. Remember the porta potties?
Oh, I wanted to fight bitches.
Oh
But
my
no,
God.
but I'm talking about because okay, so I've been to several pride parades before, and you will see used condoms and stuff on there. On top of it smelling horrific, people get it on in the
Oh
porta potties at
fuck.
Pride, and I'm like, this is so disgusting. Like, I guess
I
maybe.
couldn't smell that and then allow somebody to touch my body.
Thank you. I was gonna say maybe I just have a completely low sex drive, but if I thought like I'm like I'm not getting it,
I'd be disgusted.
and people get turned on by that, like it's so raunchy in here. Can you imagine how you would smell after that though? If you're getting it on in there for 30 minutes, it's like hot, sweaty, and then you're gonna smell like toilet. Like
I'm like just as I would die with the tampon too, but
maybe it wouldn't.
I can't.
Damn, we finished ours with some unhinged ass ones. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I honestly I think that I'd probably go with the tampon too.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I'd be like, well, it just tastes like iron, you know.
Eventually. Oh, that's nasty. Jeez Louise.
Okay, y'all, we got some hot topics for you guys. First up, as you guys know, recently we've been talking about Ryan Garcia. Okay, I'm a little confused about this. I'm just gonna go ahead and read the article from TMZ exactly so you guys can help us decipher this because I'm not getting it. So it says Ryan Garcia flunked a drug test the day before his huge upset win over Devin Haney, testing positive for performance-enhancing substance. But the boxer is calling BS. 25-year-old Garcia was given a test on April 19th by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, VADA, never heard of that, the day before the Haney match and was popped for Ostarine, according to boxer reporter Mike Coppinger. The substance Ostarine aids in muscle growth and can increase strength. And then it says, this is a quote from Garcia. Everybody, I came on here to address this bull effing shit. Claim that I cheated. Garcia said, continuing, everybody knows that I don't cheat. Why didn't they come out with this before the fight? Why would they let me step into the ring as a cheater and come out with the victory and then post this? Of course, Ryan, who came in over 3 pounds overweight, which he was supposed to be 140, the threshold, won by majority decision, putting 25-year-old Haney down on the canvas 3 times during the 12-round fight. Y'all, oh, by the way, too, I forgot to mention that was considered no contest at the end because of his 3 pounds being overweight. But that was my first thing when I saw this headline, too, is why, if he tested positive, why is this barely coming out?
Yeah, the day before.
And actually the day of us filming this is the day that it came. I know you guys are seeing this literally like a week later, but the day of us filming this news came out and the fight happened literally 2 weeks ago. So why is it barely coming out now?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit confused about this because wouldn't you have to report that?
Understand.
I used to watch UFC. There was this guy who was really, really good. Damn, I forgot his name. It's John something. Amazing. I don't know. Anyways, he was a champion for a long period of time, right? And he has gotten...
Jones?
I think it is John Jones.
The tall black man?
Yes, yes. He has gotten clocked for drugs so many times, right? And that came out immediately. So I'm like, why is this 2 weeks later? So I do have to say that is a little bit fishy.
It is a little fishy fish. That is weird.
Yeah, but anyways, we just wanted to update you guys on that information because we know you guys were
wondering
in dire need. And speaking of in dire need to know, Kim Kardashian and Odell Beckham Jr.
You sound like you're giving the news, bitch.
Do I really?
No, Kim Kardashian and Odell Beckham Jr. are no longer a couple.
No, I feel like I would really get into it if I was doing the news. I'd be like, and next up on the list, we have Kim Kardashian splits with Odell Beckham Jr. Unfortunately, they were not a match made. I feel like I would get so into it, bitch. I'd be like, character, come on, no. I would put something into it. I can't do that.
That's hilarious.
And now to our meteorologist, Ken Smith. Anyways, wait, yeah, that's literally the news. How did they know they broke up? TMZ be knowing everything, and I don't know. This is my conspiracy, allegedly.
Well, he's gonna go train for fucking football, bitch. He ain't got time no more.
Oh, he plays football? I thought he was a basketball player.
Or wait, is he? Are you serious?
I don't know any football player besides Tom Brady, honestly.
I don't know if he's back in LA or if he was on
what team does he play for?
The Baltimore Ravens last season.
So why would he be in LA?
Because he was on the Rams, but I don't know if he is again. I wasn't paying attention.
But it says that they're better off as friends, is what it says.
Yeah, sure.
Literally, same thing said with Pete Davidson. And have they been friends yet?
Yeah. Exactly.
Literally. Speaking of Pete Davidson, where the fuck has he been?
Oh, that's a great question.
Right? I feel like he just quit the media. Like, remember he was on a Taco Bell commercial, a Smart Water commercial? Like, him getting with Kim Kardashian, like, that really benefited his career. Like,
yeah.
he did,
SNL?
No, but he did another commercial too. My cousin from Boston. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know.
Duncan?
Was that what it is?
With,
Maybe. I'm like, he was on a whole bunch of commercials there, and I was like, okay,
dude,
this
he's
is.
ugly hot.
I'm sorry, but I always thought he was hot. But that's my, I like a loser looking type of guy, you know?
He looks like a cartoon.
Yeah, I'm down. Next up on the list, okay, we have this little bizarre story that I guess I have to read a little bit because there's a lot of details with this. So this is confusing. So this is from Daily Mail, and it says astonishing, here I am just fucking making shit up. Astonishing story of millionaire social worker 32 who posed as a 13-year-old trafficked orphan to attend 3 high schools and who tricked adult couple into fostering her. A 32-year-old social worker was able to masquerade as a traumatized high schooler for almost a year while keeping up her full-time job as a social worker. Shelby Witt, also known as Ellie Blake, 13. I'm so sorry. How are you 32 and these dumbass people?
Fucking grown-ass woman in your house.
And you're thinking that she's 13?
Yeah.
And honestly, looking at the... Oh, you know what, though? Like, looking
low key, though, her picture is like, whoa.
Well, with the braces and everything, I'm like, okay, with the braces, I guess I could get it. Maybe because the braces make her look younger.
Let me see.
Like, maybe that's why? Because it has to be the braces, right? That's like,
in the hat, she looks so different with and without.
And then, yeah, without, I'm like, I would.
Without, you're like, that's a 45-year-old meth head.
Girl. Anyways, she conned her way into 3 high schools and a treatment center, even tricking a therapist and her partner into becoming her foster parents. I'm so confused.
How'd she get money out of it? Well, I guess they took care of her, but...
Yeah, literally. But then now the fact that she got arrested. Prosecutors say Hewitt conned her way into 3 high schools. Why does it keep on saying this? Every time I read Daily Mail, I'm like, damn, they like repeat themselves more than me. I'm like, damn. Yeah, literally, it's the same thing. Here it goes. Hewitt is charged with criminal forgery and identity fraud. And after she pled not guilty in December, she is set to stand trial at the end of the year. We're going to have to do a little update on that because I am so sorry. This is so peculiar to me.
She got money.
Wait, and it says at some point Hewitt had also purchased a $350,000 apartment, paying for the property in cash rather than needing a mortgage. So, because the family, I guess, was a millionaire. Oh my God, look at this picture of her on court. What a difference.
13.
Girl.
She said she has a 13-year-old.
So, while she was in that millionaire couple's home, she kept the hat on at all times.
I know, right?
Right? Because also, I want to know what her voice sounds like.
Yeah, she's...
Yeah, like, do you just ham it up for a year?
Gypsy Rose voice.
Yeah. I'm just out here living my best life, going to 3 different high schools.
My braces.
Can I get some more pieces of clothing? That's an interesting one right there, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, she looks... It's wild how convincing she looks.
In the hat, and then after that, it's like, girl, she's hat fishing.
Big hat fish.
More than me, girl. And I stay hat fishing.
Big hat fish.
Speaking of Gypsy Rose, y'all, we have groundbreaking news. I feel like we should make a whole segment on our goddamn podcast because we talked about Gypsy Rose the most out of everyone, I swear. She is officially back with her ex.
So messy. She's your messy friend. Gypsy Rose is your messy friend.
She left the furnace and got with this fool who, if you guys don't remember, apparently she was engaged to this man while she was in jail. I don't know why they ended up breaking it off. I guess they were too clingy, So they saw each other too much. That's what it was. So she had to break it off. She was like, I need my space.
I need my space.
Do you think she told him while she's in jail? Do you think that she told him, I need my space?
Like, this isn't working.
Anyways, they literally confirmed their relationship by kissing and her posting this picture, which, by the way, I was telling Jelly before, she got rid of social media, if you guys don't remember. Why is everything about her still out there? Everything. Every week there's a Gypsy Rose update, and I'm like, clearly her quitting social media didn't do anything.
Not at all.
Yeah. Anyways, last up on the list of our hot topics. Y'all, I thought this shit was so hilarious. Barbara Streisand had commented on a picture of Melissa McCarthy, and is that Jeff Goldblum now that I'm looking at that? I can't tell. Some man. I don't know. I blocked out the picture. Anyways, Barbara Streisand commented on Melissa McCarthy's picture and said, "Give him my regards. Did you take Ozempic?" Hey, y'all, I just have to tell you guys because I thought this was hilarious.
She's old.
Yes, she is old. But I sent this to my mom. And I'm like, no, my mom is just so and you know what bothers me is like she's not even old, so it's like you can't play the you're old type of car. I'm like, girl, you just turned 50.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Come on now. Yeah. She's had a phone forever. You know how to use the phone. I sent it to my mom, and my mom goes, that has to be fake. I was like, I took the screenshot myself. Don't you see my thumbnail picture at the bottom? And she's like, well, her account has to be fake. I'm like, it's verified. And then I sent her a screenshot of her like 1 something million followers. And then she's like, it's probably a fake account. I'm like, okay, mom.
She got
okay.
hacked.
Yes. Oh yeah. And then she said she probably got hacked then after that. Because I was like, what do you
what are you talking about?
I'm like, no, she's old and she thought that it was a private message that she was leaving
public.
That she's interested in Ozempic and she wants to know how Melissa lost weight.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
I was like, well, that's kind of embarrassing, but she's a little bit old. That is it for our hot topics. Y'all. Let's get down into my nitty-gritty story times of should I tell okay. There was one more embarrassing story that when we did our embarrassing story episodes, I feel like because this happened while I was working at Disneyland that maybe I should just say it. As well as my before we get into that though, let me tell you guys, okay. So I have served a couple celebrities, y'all. I'm gonna name drop over here. No, actually only 3, okay. 4, Travis Barker, forgot about him. So let's go ahead and start off with the most encounter that I've had with Vanessa Bryant. I probably had mentioned this before on the podcast that I served her popcorn before. This was in 2016. I mean, I always say 2016. 2006. Not me trying to make it seem like I'm young. Yeah. I'm like 2016. It was 2016. No, it was 2006. No,
it was in 2006.
Yeah. 18 years ago. That makes me sad because I'm old. Yeah. So anyways, Vanessa Bryant, I was working popcorn in Fantasyland, and y'all, I have to say, first of all, she is so sweet. Like,
she's beautiful.
Dead ass, I didn't know who she was. Because in Fantasyland, right before the parade, they would send backup help for if it would get really, really busy, you know, like people would be scooping the popcorn while I'm doing the cash transactions. By the way, at the time, we did not have a cash register. It was literally all in our apron. So it just made everything so much more hard. So anyways, my coworker was like, that's Vanessa Bryant. Dead ass, my stupid ass. I'm like, who's Vanessa Bryant? I didn't get. And then he's like, Kobe Bryant's wife. I was like, oh, okay. I know Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? She is so sweet, but she was with the plaid, as we would call them, is like, you know, one of the cast members who walks around giving private tours. And I served her popcorn, okay? And at the time, I want to say the popcorn was $3.25. Okay. Crazy, right? It's all triple the cost now. Literally. No, I think it's not. How much is it? I don't know. I haven't bought popcorn forever in there, but I want to say maybe like $5.
No.
You know, maybe it can't be. I
think it's 10.
No, I don't think
for the small one.
I don't know. I literally haven't bought popcorn in forever. I'm about thinking of Japan because while we were in Japan
was cheap.
Girl, it was like $2.75. Yeah, it was so cheap. Anyways, literally that's all she had gotten. I specifically remember it was like $3. Please tell me why I give her change. She paid in a 20. She tried to give me another $20 bill. Okay, and to me I was like, what the hell? And I wanted to take it so bad because I was like so broke at this time. Like usual. Nothing's changed.
That time.
Yeah. And I couldn't take it because Disneyland had a no tip policy, which I am so sorry. Given their wages that they pay, first of all, Disney, shame on you because you're a bitch. Like if someone wants to give you a tip.
Especially a celebrity?
Yes. They had a policy while I worked there. Don't know if it's changed since then, that you had to say no 3 times. And if you said no 3 times and they kept on insisting that you take it, then you can take it. But it's just kind of like
nobody's gonna do that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, and then second of all, like you can't do that in front of a plaid because they're literally right there and they know the policy and they'll enforce the policy. So it's kind of like, okay, you know. Yeah. But I wanted to take it, but I do want to say out of all the celebrities that I'm gonna talk about really quick, she was the only one
who tried
to tip. And then on top of that too, I was like, girl, you trying to give me a $20 bill for
she got money.
Well, literally for a $3 popcorn. Like damn, you know. Bless her heart. So she was really sweet. Next, I low-key actually, because I didn't know who she was obviously at that exact moment. So and I'm and maybe this sounds rude, but I wouldn't be starstruck by her or whatever because girl, like whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that too, like I never was even into basketball. Like even if I served Kobe Bryant, I'd be like, oh, that's cool, don't care, like you
Yeah.
know. Anyways, I was a little bit starstruck because I was working slushies at California Adventure, and I served David Beckham and Posh Spice, and they were
Mm.
buying slushies for their. That's how they said it too. Well, he said it. She was just standing there. He was nice. He was like, "How's it going, mate?" or something like that, you know.
Stop.
Yeah, and then she was just she. I think that she just has this face that she just looked like. Well, first of all, she didn't even say anything,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But he was the one ordering and he was the one paying, so
There
like, why
wasn't
would
nothing to
she?
be said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she just looked like nose in the air, like Snooty. You know what I mean? Like she
She's
looked.
Posh Spice, bitch.
Well, clearly, no wonder why she got the damn name because she looked like she was a bitch. If I'm being honest, but yeah, not much of an
Did
interaction
they look
there.
like money? You know, when you see
Oh,
people and they just look
ma'am,
rich.
they looked. I didn't notice that it was them at first because they both had on like big glasses, but he did take off his glasses, and I was like, oh my god. I was like,
Yeah.
it's freaking David Beckham,
But
you
you know,
know?
when you see somebody
Oh, they look
like
rich.
in Japan, the people with the nanny by the
Oh
Tokyo Tower. Remember,
yes, by
they
Tokyo
just look like they
Tower.
had money.
We were like, oh, they're rich. They got a nanny walking around with them, and they had all
That's
fancy
they had
clothing
a
brands.
different yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, they definitely. But you know what was weird about them though is that I didn't see them with a security guard or with a plaid.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's a little bit weird. You guys are super famous, super rich. I think he was like the highest paid soccer player at the time
Yeah.
in 2006, you know. I think he was on Galaxy during
Mm.
that time. And yeah, that was pretty much just that interaction. They were not much.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then one time I served Travis Barker. I
Mhm.
want to say at a churro cart that he was
Mhm.
buying churros for his kids, and he was really nice.
Mhm.
He was like really nice, really friendly. Like he kind of acted like he wasn't anybody, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I know who you are.
Yeah.
Don't play Miss
Yeah.
Blink
Hey, how
182."
can I help you?
Nice tattoos.
Yeah.
He was really chill, but he would always go to Disneyland. Like we saw him out of
Often.
all the time. But Kobe would go often too. But I feel like with Kobe though, like he would go with an entourage because there was one time that I had saw Kobe on Downtown Disney. The amount of people that were flooded around him, I was like, God damn! Like I don't know if I would
He
ever
can't
even.
go anywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if you'd want
He
to be
can't.
that
You know, he's
famous.
not. He's too tall.
Yeah, he stands out.
You know,
Did I tell you
his
that I
voice.
saw who's the LeBron James? I saw him at Universal Horror Nights.
Oh, okay.
Girl, he had like I'm not exaggerating, like 8 security guards, and then they had Universal security, actual Universal staff security. And people were like going crazy. My uncle, I was there with my uncle. He was like, oh my god!" Like everyone was freaking out, and I was like, "Damn."
That can't be fun.
I was literally thinking, I was like, I feel like Kim Kardashian, right? Because she's so short, she can put on a wig, change up her
You can,
makeup,
yeah,
she could
yeah.
blend
You
in.
can get dropped off very far and just like, you
Yeah.
know, people aren't gonna worry about you.
Like, yeah, you're gonna look different. Put on some glasses, a hoodie. Like, no one's gonna know. But when you are 7 feet tall,
And you have a distinct voice, a
yes,
distinct
it's just
face.
like, damn, you know.
That's crazy.
Last up on my little celebrity list, sorry, and then we'll get on into the fun stories. Is The Rock? I served The Rock, and
Love him.
I think I talked about this one before. I served him on the cappuccino cart, and I do have to say, I don't know why, just because of the movies, I thought this fool was gonna be so big, and I'm like he was muscular, but he looked. It was so crazy. Mind you, this was in 2006. I think he probably is way more shredded now because he does look more
Yeah.
muscular now. But he just looked like he was shredded then. Do you know what I mean? Like toned. Like he just looked like good amount of
Yeah.
muscle. Like, but he looked like
Not all buff. Though.
not huge, you know?
Interesting.
Yes, and I was like really tripped out, and I was like, why was I like a little bit taller than him? Deadass.
Really?
Yes. I was
Mm.
like, why? Oh my god.
That's
The
weird.
movies just make you look so
Aw.
big. You could relate, you know?
Yeah.
Every time we do a podcast, she's all look. Okay, anyways, my embarrassing story. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. So back in the day, we used to have like little like radios or whatever, but only on certain carts, only on the busy ones, which I felt like low key was kind of messed up because I'm like, bitch, shouldn't every cart have a radio, a walkie-talkie? Like it's like you're Disneyland, you can't afford walkie-talkies. So when you were stranded on a cart, you're stranded on a cart. So if something happens or whatever, you dead ass have to wait until your relief comes around to give you your break, or if a manager would go around and do their runs, like, hey, is everything good? Do you need any change? Like whatever, you know, which literally could be hours, like dead ass could be
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
And it was so ridiculous because, say, for example, if you had big bills at the time and you had no change, if you needed change, you would have to shut down the cart. Which I'm like, you guys are losing money instead of getting a damn walkie-talkie to say, hey, I need change, you know? So, anyways, one of the managers comes around And if they didn't have to touch the money, they wouldn't touch the money. So meaning that they wouldn't watch over the cart because your relief is scheduled to, so their hands are on the money. So when you go to do your count out at the end of the day, this person is the one that touched the money, not the boss. And you would have to report it if somebody else put their hands on the money just in case there's any discrepancies. So I was sitting here waiting for my relief, and I was like, I have been on now for 4 hours. I have to take a break. And then she was radioing in, like back to the office, like, hey, where's, whatever cart number I was working at, where's so and so's relief? And I was like, I have to go pee. I have to go pee. Like, I literally have to go. She's like, I'm sorry, but like, I can't put my hands on the money, And I was like, you don't understand. I'm gonna pee my pants. And she's like, I'm sorry. She's like, let me go see, she went to the next cart or whatever, was asking for the relief. And that person had been like, no, my relief hasn't come around either. I don't know where they're at. She comes back to me and I was like, I'm gonna pee my pants. Like literally, And then she's like, oh, okay, give me your apron. Give me your apron. I give her my apron. Ma'am, I was working right next to, well, it used to be different at the time, like where Buzz Lightyear is, Star Tours or whatever, in Tomorrowland, right? I went to go run to go backstage, and as I'm running, I peed my pants, and I was wearing bright green pants. That was part of the uniform. As I'm running, and literally, girl, I didn't have my apron, so I couldn't even hide it. Yes, girl. So I went there, and I was in the bathroom, like, oh my god. And then this bathroom, the regular bathrooms in the, ma'am, talk about embarrassing. The regular bathrooms that we weren't allowed to go into had air dryers. So I was like, I could air dry it, right? But in our restroom, there was only paper towels. There was no air dryer. So I'm literally sitting there like trying to dry it, and I go back and I tell her, I'm like, oh, I got a drink of water from the fountain, and it squirted all over me. It was my pee. It was my pee. And then I literally had to sit there. I put my apron on over it, and I'm dead ass like, so because it was it's far. Like I wish you were like, I wish we were physically there so I can show you exactly how far I had to go. And this bitch had me fucking waiting the whole time. And I look back to this and I'm like, this is where I'm like, bosses get on my nerves, because if I'm literally sitting there freaking out to you, like I gotta go. She should have said from the jump, the first time around. Yeah. I got you.
What happened with your relief?
I don't even, well, I mean, she ended up coming after the fact, but a little too late. But I want to say it was still because it's mandatory that you have to go to clock out for lunch at 6 hours. So the California state law thing or whatever. Well, actually, back then I think it was 5 hours, and then it went up to 6. But anyway, she ended up coming, but I deadass had to tie my apron around the whole entire time until the shit dried up. I deadass sit on that cart with my pissed pants. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to even say, so we had costuming at Disneyland, so where it was a big facility to where you can go and get new, say for example, if you need to check out new clothing, you can. But you were only, at that time, you were only allowed to have 3 costumes at a time. So I was checked out to my max. So I couldn't even check out anything if I wanted to, because I was thinking like, oh, I could make a run for it on my lunch to go to costuming. No, because they literally will not let you check out any more clothing until you turn in one piece. And I was like, I will take off these pants, stand here in my underwear, and then turn them into you. Like, come on. Yes, I'm like, they're so dramatic.
Bright green pants.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, bright green. It was so embarrassing, but y'all.
That's hilarious.
If you guys have been on my lives before, I told this story. This is probably like one of the most unhinged stories. I was so overwhelmed. You guys don't understand. If you guys have been to a Disney parade, I was working Fantasyland right before the Disney parade, okay? And this is the nighttime one. I feel like the nighttime one was always 10 times more crazy than the daytime one, because they would do one during the day, one at night, right? So I was working on this damn pretzel cart, okay? Which, by the way, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I used to sit there taking pieces of the pretzels. I did, I would. Especially because I used to love the jalapeno cheese pretzel. Oh,
did you ever get caught?
No, I never got caught. But you know what?
That's scary, though.
So if you have like half of the pretzel, you would count it out as a spoil. So like, say for example, because you weren't allowed to serve a broken pretzel, they have to have for presentation, it has to have the look. So I would like break a piece off and eat it, because I'm like, screw this place. I'm so sorry, but like, Disney is not. I was like, you guys are billionaires, and you guys.
Oh, I would eat it too. I'd just be paranoid that somebody's watching me.
I'm like, screw you guys. Another story came to mind that I was like, I probably shouldn't say. There's a couple. I was a kid. You know what sucks is like, I really want to tell them, but I was like, I was 16 years old.
Oh, yeah.
But they're bad. They're not like illegal, but like they're bad. Anyway, so on this pretzel cart, y'all, I'm telling you, it was busy. Okay, my line, and I'm not exaggerating, I would say it's probably like a good 40 people, because everyone right there would like to get front row seating for the parade, and then they would be like, oh, okay, well, I'm waiting for the parade to come. I'll stand in line to get a pretzel. So I'm working my little pretzel line, and mind you, I had no backup at this time. It was literally just me, which was already like, oh my god. So
Yeah.
you have to. So we had a little like freezer box section right
Mhm.
underneath where the oven is,
Mhm.
and you would have to open up the pretzels, put them on the like how do you? It was an oven, but like you know those ovens that you have to like put on and it has like a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
It was like those, which takes forever. Like honestly, I want to say it takes like 10 minutes for one pretzel to go through. I mean, you could put like three on there at once. So, anyways, I would have to do that and keep on keep on filling it. But then with so many people ordering back to back to back, I was like, oh my God, oh my
No.
God. Apparently, my oven was breaking down. And obviously, how the fuck am I supposed to know? Last I checked, I wasn't a mechanic. I just looked like one. So, I'm a girl. I didn't know. So, I served this girl a pretzel and I had a line, right? She comes back like a good like 5 minutes later and she's like, oh, the inside of my pretzel is frozen. And I was like, okay, I can get you another one. I was like, but can you wait in line, please? You know, and she's like, why do I have to wait in line again? And I was like, well, I'll put you another one on here, but like I'm gonna need you to like move because like you're blocking the damn register. Like, girl,
Yeah.
like I have a full line here. And then also to because I know that there's people out there who probably will be like, well, she did already wait in line. Like, why does she have to wait in line again? You have to understand too, everyone new in line, it's like she's just walking up and cutting. You know what I mean? So I understand that she's, but I'm like, girl,
It has to go through anyways.
and I explained that. I was like, well, it's gonna take about 10 minutes for it to go through, and then she pitched a bitch over 10 minutes, and I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, it's gonna take 10 minutes for me to get you another pretzel. I have none already cooked. Like, it's gonna have to go through there. So I was just simply trying to get her the fuck out of the way so I can assist other customers. You know what I mean? And she was just so demanding. So I ended up telling her, I was like, okay, so let me paint a little picture for you guys here. The register's right here, and then I have a cart that was carrying all the drinks, all the beverages were here. So I just asked her, I was like, ma'am, can you just like stand over here? And she's like, I don't see why. I'm like, I could be helping multiple people and get their orders in and put it in the oven too. Do you know what I mean? Like I can do yours at the same time. Like, girl, like come on, let me get this line down. You know what I mean? She was sitting there refusing, and then thank God there was this customer who was like, I don't understand like why you just can't move for him so he can take other people's orders. Your pretzel, because I already had put her pretzel in the oven, so I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out the way. Like, I wanted to scream at
Well,
her.
I'm like, you're just blocking them. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'm like literally, like I didn't know what to do though at this point.
I can't put hands on you.
Yeah, so I was so glad that person had said something, right? Because I'm like, at the end of the day, she's taking away from your time because I don't know what the fuck you want. You gotta pay
regardless.
exactly, right? So she eventually ends up moving, right? Ma'am, as like I'm putting more pretzels inside the oven, that shit completely breaks down. The conveyor belt stops. She sees that it stops, and she's like, "Did it break? Did it break?" Like literally yelling at me, and I was like,
"How is it your fault?" Is what I'm trying to understand.
Thank you.
Oh, she just was targeting her anger.
Yes, I was like, bitch, as if I fucking made this oven. That's not my fault, That's why I'm so sorry. But working in customer service, I've never say for example, if I pull through like McDonald's and last week the burger was $5 and this week it's 10. Do you think I'm gonna cuss out the damn?
No,
it's not their fault. Okay,
they have no impact.
Yes, whatsoever. Of course, obviously, if like you ask them for something and they're addicted to or something, then okay, whatever. You know what I mean, girl. So I ended up telling her, I tell the customers, I'm like, the machine's down once again. This is during the same time. This was, I want to say maybe it probably was like a good 6 months.
That's crazy that Disney makes their employees like do that type of environment, stressful environment.
Oh, man.
That's the only way that they make money.
Yes, literally. So I tell the rest of the line, she throws her fucking pretzel at me. Dead ass.
In the face?
She hit me right in my body. Like, it like hit right underneath my tit.
That's mind-blowing.
So check this out. The customer, the same one that was, saying for her, like she saw the way she was the whole entire time. Bitch. I would like to know how I never got in trouble for this. No one ever made a complaint. And people would make, girl, one thing at Disney is they will complain. They have no fucking problem being a Karen. I took the piece of the pretzel because it like broke after it hit me, and then one landed right on the desk, and I threw it at her. I hit her dead in the back. I fucking threw that. Yes, she did. She turned back around and just kept walking. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, this is my whole thing, and even I guess ever since I was younger, I understand that you're a female. I get that, but if you're assaulting me, I have every right.
You don't throw shit on people in customer service settings because you're upset you're not getting your way.
Yes, and on top of that,
we're adults.
Yes, and then on top of that too, she's so stupid too. If she wouldn't have done that, I could have gave her a refund. As long as I get half of the pretzel back, I could have gave her a refund. So, but you want to be like that?
Oh,
like,
hell no.
And the customer, dead ass, and like 3 after started clapping. that I did that because
that's just animalistic behavior. You don't do that.
Yes, I was like, I'm so sorry, but I was like mortified that
Could you imagine being at Taco Bell and something's
throwing.
wrong and you throw food at them?
Girl, did you see that guy who pulled through the drive-through of McDonald's and I guess they forgot his fries? Oh no, it was a guy and he started shooting into the damn drive-through window. Yes.
Oh, he's on drugs.
Yeah, I was like, you're clearly not well. That you want to go kill someone because you didn't get your fries.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But anyways, that one, honestly, though, probably was the worst story that I have of working at Disneyland. And you know what's so crazy? In my little innocent mind there, I was like, oh my God, like, I need my job because it was my first time, like, making money and, like, buying. Girl, I was paying for my own phone already. The iPhone had just came out. Like, literally, I was like, oh, I have to go to AT&T now. So here I am paying my own bills and everything. And I was like, I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to lose my job. But obviously, it was my gut reaction to throw that shit back at her. I was like, fuck you, bitch.
People are so...
Insane. There's this other story. Y'all, oh my God, the things that we used to do back then, I'm so sorry. Can I tell you guys too, this is so scandalous of what we used to do. Do you think like be so for real right now? Do you think Disney can like, not that they'll fucking see this, but like, do you think that they can, statute of limitations, right?
No, because you say you're storytelling. You're making shit up.
Oh yeah, I lied about it all.
Fabricated.
Yeah, allegedly us as workers, when you used to work there, I used to love it because what we would do is, say for example, you're working one day, I'm off, I'm gonna go visit the park, I would go to your stand, you'd hook me up with all types of shit.
Oh,
because we know the rules, like if you give me 4 pretzels, I have to take you 4 pretzels that are half gone. I could only have, the halves, right? Or if you're working on cotton candy, I would just take you back the cone. Or ice cream, all you would need is the package and it would be considered as a spoil. And then when you would be visiting the park, you'd come visit my cart and I'd hook you up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, at least we used to have each other's back like that back in the day because we were all like, collectively, we were like, fuck this company. Like, fuck working for them.
Yeah.
They're honestly, like, the things that they would do as far as like canceling your hours, making you work overtime, they would try to force you
in stressful environments.
Yes, and no backup, like that fucking bitch ass boss who wouldn't let me go pee, things like that. So we would hook it up. Y'all, there was a couple times, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that one time in particular, I busted and I thought I was like, bitch, I'm gonna get fired. I don't know what the fuck to do. Low-key, I feel kind of bad about this. Don't know what happened. I was transferring boxes from the freezer to the carts of churros, and girl, in one single box there used to be 100 churros. Bitch, the shit busted open, fell all over the ground. The box busted open from the bottom, and I'm like, that's not my fault.
$1,000
literally.
I know.
Literally. So I put them in the box.
Okay.
I was like, whatever.
She's all putting them on the roller. Here you go, Mickey.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this shit. One time, me and Losa, that's how we met. If you guys always hear me talk about Rosa, who we call Losa, we met at Disneyland. And one time we got into a little fight, and we weren't talking to each other, and we were working across from each other. And then I was working on the churro cart, she was working on the popcorn cart. And girl, so we used to have a side compartment, so I would have to go to the side so she can visibly see me. And we would have the bags of sugar, big old bags of cinnamon sugar.
To dip.
Girl, I went to go pull that shit out and it busted. And I was like, oh my God. And she always tells this story to everyone because I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a broom or anything. With my shoe, I was scooting. And I'm telling you, this was like a good 5-pound bag of sugar. And she would always tell this damn story. She's like, this bitch literally took his shoe and just started kicking all the sugar underneath the cart. I couldn't leave the big thing there. So I was like, what am I supposed to do?
She's like...
Yeah, she deadass was watching the whole time as I'm just kicking all the sugar underneath my car. I'm like, I didn't know what to do, girl.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Overall, you know what's so crazy is because I didn't normally, if you guys watch the podcast, normally I'll write down all of the things. I'm like, I bet you I can think of more stories because I only worked there for 2 years, but I worked there from 16 to 18. And I feel like at this time of my life, first of all, I was doing really, really bad things. I was out there in them streets. That's when I first started hooking up with a guy, which was life-changing. So there's just so many different things, but I can't think of any more right now. Overall, fuck that bitch who threw the fucking pretzel at me.
Yeah, that's unhinged.
And you know what? To be quite honest with you, 18 years later, I think I would throw it back at her again.
You don't throw shit at people like that.
Yeah.
Without expecting a reaction.
Absolutely. Like, I just think that you're so...
There's some shit that doesn't deserve a reaction. There's some shit that does.
Yeah. And I'm so sorry. I'll do it again. And you know, I'll throw it harder. I'm so glad I hit her though, because you know what? I was really nervous at first. It's like, what if I threw it and I hit somebody else? Girl, then I probably would have been fired. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking throwing a pretzel and I'm like, they don't even know the story. It's just someone trying to watch the damn parade.
You're a bitch.
Hey, luckily I got a good arm and good aim. Shit.
A hot pretzel with nacho cheese sounds so good now.
You know what I used to do too? Only because I hated working for that damn company so much is that we used to have to charge 50 cents for a cup of cheese. I would give it to people for free because they didn't do inventory on it. They just would deliver you trays of cheese. They didn't do inventory. I don't know why. So if people were nice, I would hook them up with a thing of cheese. I'm like, here you go.
Hey, you know what? It's on Mickey today.
Yeah, Mickey's paying. He says, you're welcome. But yeah, for people that were rude, I'm like, 50 cents. Bitch, don't play.
50 cents. You see the price, bitch?
You see it up on the sign, 50 cents.
I don't have any more.
Overall, fuck, we're gonna Disneyland. But low-key, though, I met some really cool people and had a really good experience with, because I had a group of party friends. And that's where, I met Rosa, I met Kinkles, who we don't talk to anymore. Yeah. But, whatever. I met my first guy hookup who was unhinged. That's where I started doing all types of weird
I thought
things.
They worked somewhere else.
No, I met him there.
Then how did you both work at the other place together?
What other place? Oh, who are you talking about? You're talking about Kinkles. You're talking about Kinkles, or you're talking about my first guy? Why are you struggling to say it right now?
I'm thinking of who the guy is. If I'm thinking the wrong one, I thought they worked at that place we always go to. When we go to 2nd Street, you always want to go there.
Why can't I picture what you're talking about right now?
You always want to go there every time I was gonna steal the tumbler when I was drunk.
No, that's where I met. That's where I met my friend Javi. I think that's where you had said that because I was talking about how we had met there. No, I met the first one.
Okay. I was way confused.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. That's where I met my friend Javi before. And I used to work there with Kinkles, but after Disneyland, we both got the job there. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Full circle.
Just like her. YOLO, don't give a fuck. Anyways, was there anything else that you wanted to add to today's episode? I'm like so tired right now. I'm fucking delusional.
I know. I'm gonna go to bed.
Literally.
You're leaving on a little trip.
Yeah, we're pre-filming, y'all.
Then I'm gonna be alone this weekend.
She's not gonna be alone. She got Joe Rogan.
And then you come back on Tuesday. And then Wednesday we're gonna go all in.
Oh, that means I can't drink for the weekend though. That's one of my days.
Wednesday, and you have to drink Sunday.
Oh, what's fucking 2 random days? Why can't it be like a Friday and Saturday?
Sorry.
Because my ass would have been like, let's go out after. But I'm like, girl, there ain't nothing to do on a Wednesday.
No, besides
and then Sunday, it dies out by 10.
I'm excited. We're going to have so much fun now.
I know.
I'm very excited.
We're adventurous. We're going to have new content for you guys. Oh, make sure you guys are following us on TikTok.
That's next Wednesday. So when they're watching it, we're going to be going to Shangela's.
Yeah.
We're gonna record a lot.
We're going to make some TikToks.
Little TikToks.
My name is Jelly, and this is my first... Y'all.
We tried that in Vegas. How many times?
I do have 2 recordings of you, though. You're sitting down next to the restroom, and you're like, my name is Jerry, and this is my 12th drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you know what's so...
Let's try to make one with it.
You know what's so funny?
What?
Is, like, people probably think that you were exaggerating. But
no, that was most definitely my 12th drink.
You're like, no, it's really my 12th drink.
Oh, my God, I want to see that.
It was after we met Gladys.
Okay, send it to me.
Oh my God, we should have done another episode about Vegas of what happened on day 2, honestly, because we could have made a full episode out of that. We met this lady who, mind you, I was ordering a cake from Cake Boss, the little vending machine,
that sounds
and
good too.
She was just staring because I think it was a cake vending machine, and like, it's something a little bit different. And because she was staring, my homegirl was like, she gets a little protective.
You know what happened?
No.
You're not remembering correctly.
What?
She was smoking a cigarette. And Losa was like...
Oh my God. And that's why she was staring. And that's why I thought she was staring because I was getting my cake.
She was talking shit under her
Hey, but
breath.
I was getting my cake.
You were getting your cake. That is not fake news.
Not me thinking that. Oh, she's staring at the cake. I don't know.
No, yeah.
I did forget about the cigarette. You're right.
And then at first it was bad, but it turned like the lady was very nice.
Basically, my homegirl was coughing so aggressively that like she ended up
sarcastic.
Yes, and then I think that Gladys made a comment about it, and so my friend had went up to her, and then
what?
Out of nowhere, they end up just like hugging. Gladys starts crying.
Gladys was crying.
I felt bad, and they started fucking recording me because I was like, girl, let's go to ABC. I'm going to get you a drink. I'm going to get you a buzz ball. And she's like, oh, I've had those before.
Put the picture here of you and Gladys playing the drink.
Man,
it's your backs.
My back literally looks like the Statue of Liberty. Actual size.
You look like Gru from the Minions.
Man, why does my back look like I have a fucking pillow in it?
Like you have like sharp corners on the end.
Bitch, I look like I got scoliosis in that. Whatever, I'll put it up for you guys, y'all.
Remind me. I have a couple.
No, I'll just put up the one because I'm so sorry, y'all. That picture is tragic. I was like, ew. No, because whoever took it, I don't know if it was you or Rosa, took it with. Low key. You took
I have some pictures. She has her own.
Oh,
maybe you didn't see mine.
Both of them did it, but they did it with the 0.35 milliliter. You know how like you could do the zoom out mode on the phone. So I'm like, ma'am, I look extra disproportionate. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, as if I didn't already godly look, unproportionate. Like, come on. So yeah, I ended up buying her a drink, and they ended up chopping it up, and I was like, okay, girl, we gotta go.
We were trying to get to
where we're trying
Gordon's.
Gordon's that ended up fucking
being
closing.
closed, and we were changing out met the Slovenian. He messaged me today, inviting me to Tijuana. I said
he's going from Knott's Berry Farm to TJ.
They're going to San Diego and TJ.
Oh my god, he is so nice.
He's very nice. And I was like, oh, I have school and work.
She showed me a picture of the Slovenian man with all of his friends. I was like, no offense, Europeans look. I mean, there shouldn't be any offense anyways because there's nothing wrong with being gay.
No, it wasn't bad.
But I text her back. I was like, why do Europeans look so fucking gay?
They all had crossbody bags, and
short shorts, and then just the way they stand and everything.
They all had white shirts on.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Let me know if you change your mind.
He's so sweet.
I know, huh?
But I'm sorry, just to be that adventurous to go to Knott's Berry Farm with him and 7 friends.
Oh, I wouldn't, girl. And especially I'm not drinking right now.
I don't think I could do it even if I was drinking. I
7?
can't.
No.
If I
even
went with
if
a
it was
friend.
just with him.
If I went if I went with a friend.
5 people. Yeah, like I had my friend and he
had
his...
I would do it. Like if say for example, like if I was here, you were here, whatever, I'd be like, oh girl, let's go.
Yeah.
Then okay, cool. But like to just go by yourself, bye.
Embarrassing.
I would have to be strung out on drugs, honestly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Anyways, we will have some good story times for you guys because Smelly Jelly's gonna start drinking by the time you guys see this. And then you know what that means. Back to the unhinged selves.
I said content. I'm tired.
Because we're girl. Anyways, we will catch you guys in next week's episode. If you guys made it this far. There's a pretzel emoji? Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Leave a motherfucking pretzel. That's going to be a good one. Oh, that goes hand in hand. A pretzel and a mouse. A pretzel and a mouse. That's good.
For Mickey.
Yep, for Mickey. We will catch you guys in next week's episode. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Bye.